Good morning, distinguished professors and fellow doctorate students. I'm here to present my proposal titled The Role of Organizations in Promoting Social and Environmental Sustainability, a case study of FCT. Atovihishin Philip is my name. Matriculation number 24/509 SDSV/257. Doctorate of Sustainable Development student. My supervisor is Professor Sule Magaji, Sustainable Development Center, University of Abuja. Introduction. Background of the study. Globally, institutions such as governments, corporations, and non-governmental organizations are essential to the advancement of social and environmental sustainability. As global issues like resource depletion, inequality, and climate change worsen, more people are embracing frameworks like environmental, social, and governance (ESG), supporting green policies, and educating others about sustainability. Implementation is still challenging, particularly for small and medium-sized businesses and in developing nations. Lack of funding, uneven rules, opposition from stakeholders, insufficient experience, and substandard or super measures for tracking advancement are typical obstacles. The marginalization of women and young people, for example, exacerbates these problems and compromises inclusion and general efficacy of sustainability programs. This study seeks to investigate the roles, difficulties, and tactics of organizations in advancing sustainability, with an emphasis on inclusive practices that guarantee equitable growth. Statement of the problem. Despite global consensus on the need for sustainable development, many organizations face challenges translating this into actionable strategies. Financial constraints, especially for SMEs, limit the ability to invest in sustainability initiatives, according to Galpin, Whittington, and Bell, 2015. Regulatory inconsistencies and frequent policy shifts create compliance difficulties. Cultural resistance and lack of leadership commitment further hinder adoption, according to Faster Capital 2025. Additionally, limited expertise, especially in developing countries, impede effective planning, according to ITO 2025. Measurement challenges and the absence of standardized metrics obstruct progress tracking and accountability. Moreover, many strategies exclude vulnerable groups, weakening inclusivity and equity. This study seeks to explore these barriers and recommend inclusive, evidence-based strategies to enhance organizational contributions to sustainable development across sectors and scales, using a practical case study to measure the impact of organizations on social and environmental sustainability. Purpose and objectives of the study. There are four key objectives. 1. To examine the ways in which organizations support environmental and social sustainability in the Federal Capital Territory, to identify the key challenges that businesses encounter in implementing sustainability strategies, to assess the effectiveness of corporate social responsibility programs in achieving sustainability goals, to propose actionable recommendations for improving organizational sustainability. Methodology and research design. This study adopts a quantitative research methodology. It will use purposive approach to select firms with active engagement in sustainability, while random sampling will be used to capture diverse employees, including management, applying Tarayamani method to determine sample size of population. Structured survey and interview for primary data and desktop or secondary data collection method will be used. These approaches are sufficient to provide reliable data for analysis which justifies their use on the study. Furthermore, data analysis will be carried out using Excel and SPSS, employing both descriptive and inferior statistical techniques like correlation and regression analysis. Expected deliverables. The expected outcomes of this research consist of a thorough comprehension of how organizations within the Federal Capital Territory promote social and environmental sustainability. Essential deliverables will pinpoint specific initiatives and strategies utilized by these organizations, evaluate their effectiveness, and showcase best practices. The study also intends to reveal the challenges encountered in executing sustainable practices and provide recommendations for enhancing stakeholder collaborations and policy support. Furthermore, it will present a framework for assessing organizational influence on sustainability in comparable urban settings. In summary, the research will produce actionable insights for policymakers, development practitioners, and organizational leaders aiming to improve sustainable development results in the FCT. Work plan. The work plan covers a period of 6 months, starting from June 2025 to December 2025. And the milestones that are expected to cover within this period includes: number 1, in June 2025, we cover approval of topic and proposal development. Then in July 2025, Chapter 1 will be written. It will include introduction, background of the study, statement of the problem, purpose and objective, research questions and hypothesis. August 2025, Chapter 2 will be done in that very month. Literature review, conceptual, theoretical, and empirical reviews will be carried out. September 2025, Chapter 3, which is methodology, research design, and data collection. Also, ethical approval, where applicable, will be sought. October 2025, Chapter 4 will be done, data analysis using quantitative method. November 2025, Chapter 5, summary, conclusion and recommendations, and final draft of the research report will be carried out. And in December 2025, there will be a review. Then we have a defense, and then after that, some editing and final submission of the thesis. Significance of the study. The significance of the study cannot be overemphasized, as it will benefit various stakeholders, including, for instance, policymakers. It will provide insight for formulating effective sustainability policies tailored to the Federal Capital Territory and beyond. Government agencies. Others that will benefit include all the MDS, data-driven recommendations to strengthen environmental regulations and social development strategies will be done. Non-governmental organizations. It will enhance understanding of their roles and impact in promoting sustainability within the FCT and beyond. Private sector. To encourage corporate social responsibility and sustainable business practices among enterprises in the region. Local communities. It will inform residents on the benefits of sustainability initiatives and promotes community participation. Academia and researchers. To serve as a reference for future studies on sustainability and organizational roles in urban settings. Development partners and donors. It will assist in identifying viable areas for investment and collaborations. Environmental advocates. It will provide evidence to support advocacy for greener and more inclusive urban development. Conclusion. In conclusion, organizations in the Federal Capital Territory are essential to advancement of environmental and social sustainability. Their work in inclusive policymaking, environmental preservation, and community development makes a substantial contribution to long-term sustainable growth. There are still issues, though, like poor finance, gaps in policy enforcement, and little stakeholder participation. In order to make significant strides, organizations need to improve their collaborations with local communities, civil society, and government authorities. It is recommended that stakeholders incorporate eco-friendly methods, prioritize sustainability in all endeavors, and advance social fairness. The FCT and Nigeria cannot become a sustainable development model without a continued and shared commitment. For the FCT and beyond, let's take action right away to ensure a resilient and inclusive future. Thank you. The presenter's contact details and email are displayed on the screen for anyone who would want to reach out to him.